Hey guys, this is Kawaii Life Antonio here, and oh man, this is something that honestly is needed by so many people. So many people wanted this to happen. So yeah, here it goes. PreCure, a major franchise from Toei Animation, known as one of their most well-known franchises, screwed over in the USA. As you can see, they did celebrate its 20th anniversary last year actually, even though this year, the first PreCure anime just reached 20 years. But the series itself is just, it has been screwed over by the USA. Screwed over in the West in its entirety, as there couldn't be a proper English dub. The closest of that would be the Canadian dub for the first series, and from what I've seen, it was also screwed over. Apparently, the series didn't do so well, which led to Max Hart not being dubbed, despite the fact that they did an English trailer on Yes PreCure 5 on Toei Animation itself, which was quite bizarre. The English stuff from Canada was quite special. It was pretty good. It was from Blue Water Studios / Ocean Productions, and it was when Canada had its special heyday with English dubbed anime. But this right here, how did it not do so well? I guess it's due to the being screwed over by the network, as it seems. And then there came Glitter Force, which I like to keep in mind. This series was originally called Gangnam Girls. Yeah, that name alone did not really suit right for the Americanization of Smile PreCure. So they decided to go with Glitter Force, and from what I have heard, there were actually deals of toys. And due to Glitter Force release, they didn't sign any deal for toys despite being announced. Not to Hasbro, even though that's where it moved later on after some bomb brands got shut down. And of course, this series only had those blush songs, which I think are still available on those like Spotify. Glitter Force itself was disliked by the PreCure fanbase due to its censorship and how they removed so many scenes. They were comparing it to 4Kids dubs. 4Kids dubs. And that right here led to how it really didn't work out for Glitter Force itself, as it was cut to 2 seasons. This was actually originally pitched by Nickelodeon. Yeah, Glitter Force itself was originally pitched by Nickelodeon itself. But guess what? That also led to them saying that, 52 episodes, it wouldn't work out that much. Well, 48. And then, that right here just led to the seasons just being cut in half, and then it got rejected. So what did it do? Oh, that's easy. I moved straight on to Netflix as a quote-unquote original. PreCure really had a rough history on the US, didn't it? Man, oh man, was Glitter Force disliked by so many people. Though, depending on your view, it can be quite enjoyable. Though, with the censorship, many of them did not like about it in terms of the PreCure fandom, and how it had a rough history. It had so many changes. And it's all due to Toei Animation itself to think that Saban Brands is more fitting than, oh my goodness, Viz Media. Viz Media is, of course, a very special licensing company. Even though they haven't gotten anything new over the years, over the past few years, I mean, because the last thing they got in terms of anime are easily those continuations. Like Boruto, that's a continuation of Naruto Shippuden. Well, as a next generation thing. Bleach, Styles Blood War, that's a continuation of Bleach. They just do that and not really anything new in terms of anime. And given how Viz Media did handle the Sailor Moon English dub very well, even though it's not dubbed by Viz Media, it's dubbed by Bang Zoom Entertainment. Because the licensing companies, they just license it. The real ones that dub the series are those like Bang Zoom and Studiopolis, those. Unless it's those like Funimation, soon to be rest in peace. That right here really made me wonder of how they managed to do so well on that Sailor Moon English dub, fully uncut, and is actually still known as a family product. I like to keep in mind that one episode was rated TVMA, and it is still known as a family product. That is quite surprising. They would have done PreCure so well! They really could have! It would have been very useful for them to dub PreCure. Even though it has a lot of series. I mean, seriously, just look at that selection. Not to mention they also have the movies. And, of course, my goodness, the fact that it's a yearly tradition, just like Power Rangers. There will always be a new PreCure series every single year. And that right here might be a little busy for Viz Media, but it might be worth it for those that have been waiting for an English dub of PreCure. I would honestly say that Viz Media should honestly license PreCure of Toei, of course, because, oh my goodness. Toei Animation can get very strict. They are the reason why the 4Kids One Piece dub existed. 4Kids knew that the show was too violent for them. But nope, that whole bundle deal just made them get it anyway, so they had to censor it. Toei Animation can be very strict. They can be very concerning, and when it comes to copyright, oh, trust me, it can be really bad. So it may not be that certain if PreCure would actually be given another chance for proper English dubs by Viz Media or Crunchyroll even, especially that Crunchyroll currently has most of the more recent PreCure series. It would be more useful. It would be very useful. Though it would take Viz Media a lot of time. I would say that they would at least dub the more popular ones. The more well-known ones like Heartcatch. And maybe an uncut redub of Smile PreCure first. And then go to the more, known ones. The lesser known ones. And then go to the more obscure ones. I think that would be a good idea. Start off to just dub like 1 and 2 and 3 shows, and then go slowly into more of them, and then more of them, and then more of them until the whole franchise is complete. That is how I would think that Viz Media should do if they ever get PreCure from Toei Animation. Especially the fact that Toei Animation literally lists of every single PreCure series that they have done with an English title. That would have also been useful for them to do this to help on Toei, well, not Toei, Viz Media, and maybe Crunchyroll. I would think that would be a pretty good idea to have Viz Media license a series, dub them out on a Bang Zoom or Studiopolis, and then be accessed on Crunchyroll. That would make a lot of viewership. That would make a lot of viewership on PreCure to be done like that to get a second chance uncut, and it would still be known as a family product, just like what they did with Sailor Moon. So there is that too. I don't know why Crunchyroll decided to rate PreCure as T14. At least a TV PG rating would do it much better. I think that would be a perfect way for Viz Media and Toei Animation to do it. Like that. Like that. Start off slow and then make sure how they will do well on Crunchyroll, being English dubbed by Bang Zoom or Studiopolis. Overall, yeah. I honestly think that Viz Media is like the perfect company for them to get PreCure. They haven't gotten anything new in the last few years in terms of licenses that isn't just a continuation or part of a franchise that they already own. And PreCure is the perfect one because of how they did to Sailor Moon. If anything, it would work better for Viz Media than Saban Brands, because Saban Brands didn't treat PreCure the best way possible, and oh boy, with Toei Animation, it really was not pleasant there. Anyway, guys, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think that Viz Media should actually pick up PreCure after all this wait? I hope it's not too late for them to dub it. I honestly think they should at least start off small and then go more into the lesser known ones and then complete the entire franchise slowly. Or maybe start up with the newer series, like the more newer series, and then go to the more older ones. That would be how it would work pretty well there on PreCure to get a bigger impact in the US. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, this is Kawaii Life Antonio, signing off. Peace.